welcome back to Slothbox. I'm Lyndon Dixon, and as usual, this video is brought to you by the Excelsior Sporting Club. Today, we're joined by top Australian prospect, Jordan Laruccia. Jordan, how you getting on, mate?
Good, mate. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. I want to go right back to the beginning, mate. Tell me how you first got into boxing.
Yeah, so pretty much I first got into boxing through one of my old employers. He introduced me to my boxing coach, Dale Phillips. We all know him as Big Rick. And pretty much what happened was they invited me down because the gym was brand new, just to help him set it up and hang up the bags and all that sort of stuff. And then I started off as the cleaner. So I was originally just cleaning the gym, mopping the floors, all that sort of stuff. And then when there was other professionals down at the gym that'd been boxing for a while, their sparring partners wouldn't show up. So Rig would be like to me, jump in, see what you got. And it just took off from there. So that's sort of how it all came about. Yeah.
At what point, though, did you know, because that's the thing, you're helping out at the gym. At what point did it go from helping out to, this is my job now, this is this is what I'm going to do?
Yeah, look, it was, so I remember helping out on one of the Thunderdome shows. I can't remember which one it was, but it would have been, 4 years ago. And while I was there, I was helping out with putting the gloves on all the fighters, getting ready for their fights and all that. And I was sitting ringside and I was watching these guys just go at it. And I was just watching it, and I was in awe of these people just going out there and doing their thing. And I was like I think I could do this. And that was sort of where that transition came from, where then I was like, all right, I'm going to start training hard and putting in the work, putting the effort, because I want to get to these levels. And so that's pretty much where the passion and the all the inspiration came from, really.
At what point, did you have much time in the amateurs? Because it sounded like you almost went straight into the pro game.
Yeah, so I didn't have any amateurs at all. I had one exhibition fight on a Thunderdome. That counts as one amateur, if that. But yeah, so I didn't have an amateur background at all. But coming from a pro gym and surrounded by pros all the time, and then we had also COVID, where there was nothing happening at all. It gave me a lot of time to really knuckle down and work on a lot of things that it gave me a lot of time to work on a lot of things that not many people would be able to work on, and get a lot of top quality sparring partners in to get that experience as well. So a lot of hard sparring sessions and stuff really helped me in those situations. I would have loved to have an amateur, some sort of amateur background to get that experience and get that ring time and all that sort of thing. But at the point of where we were at, it was just better off just to go pro and just to start it fresh, and obviously pick the right people at the right time, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It sounds like constantly you've been chucked in at the deep end. You went from the cleaner to getting in with these pro guys and helping them out with their sparring. Then you went from not much experience in the ring at all to your debut, and you made the debut at Metro City in Northbridge. Talk to me about how that went, because you only get that debut once.
Yeah. Look, obviously very nerve-wracking. First professional fight. Obviously, I had my exhibition, but that was with head guard on. It's pretty much, an exhibition's a glorified sparring match. So you get like a cool belt at the end. It's a fantastic experience. I recommend to anyone that wants to try boxing and have a go, because you're fighting someone else that hasn't had any experience either, or hasn't had a fight yet. So it's fantastic to get the feeling of what it's like to be a professional boxer. But yeah, definitely with the pro debut, a lot of nerves and all that sort of thing. But also, I was deep down, I was ready. I'd been training hard. I had a lot of faith in my coach. I have a lot of faith in my coach and my team behind me with Tony and Dale Phillips. So with them, I was for me, it was easy. It wasn't easy, but it was good to get in there and just get it out of the way.
Well, you got the win, but fast forward to now, you're 5-0 with 3 KOs. Talk to me a little bit how the journey's been, because it just seems to be happening fast, but going so well.
Yeah. Look, obviously it's like a roller coaster. You have your ups and downs. You know, one week you'll be, you know, feeling on top of the world, sparring great, everything's coming off great. I see a lot of boxers talk about, you know, like, oh yeah, like my camp's really good and blah blah blah, but not a lot of people talk about that. It's a wave. It's like a roller coaster. It's up and down all the time, you know. So, but yeah, like it's a bit surreal, like looking back on it, but I'm just enjoying every moment of it. I'm enjoying, you know, the hard times where, you know, things aren't going 100% how you want it to go. You know, I've had a few setbacks as well with injuries. I had COVID for one of my fights as well, which I still fought. I got the COVID that week, and I fought on the Friday. So yeah, so but it's you know, these things I think like I truly believe help create like build you as a person and build you as a boxer. So yeah, but I'm loving every minute of it so far.
Yeah. Well, your next fight is for a title. Talk to the people about how that's happened and, you know, what it means.
Yeah. So pretty much after my last outing on Thunderdome 30, what was that? Which one was it? 39. It was Thunderdome 39. And yeah, so that was a quick show, really quick fight for me anyway. And so we went up to Tony. We spoke with Tony, and there was a name, Fano, that was floating around for a little while. I was just picking the right time to obviously pursue that. So I think that he's probably the last, one of the last guys that I could probably fight here in WA until we start to try to venture out to onto other platforms and all that sort of thing. Yeah. So, but yeah, and then obviously the title is just a bonus. You know, it's 8-rounder, which I'm so excited to be fighting for as well. So yeah, like it's still all a bit surreal to me, you know, like I'm just at the moment, I'm still just thinking, oh, this is just another fight. You know, I'm not reading into it too much or anything like that, just enjoying it for what it is and putting in the hard work and training the same as what I'll do with any other of my previous fights or any of my future fights. So yeah, but it's good. It's good.
You mentioned Fano there. I was looking at his record yesterday, and it seems like from the way you spoke as well, like he's almost the gatekeeper to that next level of opposition. He's a pretty game guy. Like, what do you expect from him coming into the fight?
Yeah, definitely. Look, like I expect, I expect him that he's been training hard. I expect him to come out wanting to have a war, pretty much. And he, as you said, he is a game fighter. He's got the experience. He's fought a lot of top level fighters as well. So yeah, he's got the experience definitely over me. But yeah, I'm expecting him to come out pretty hard and yeah, and he'll want it just as bad as I want it. So which is good. That's what I want. I want that next step, that next level to put me on that trajectory to get further in my career.
I just want to talk to you a little bit about like your ambitions and dreams in the sport, because like we said, things have moved fast. You've gone from little experience to now being in a great position already in your career. But what do you want out of your career? When you're sat there, you're an old man, what do you want to have done?
Look, I'm sort of someone that I haven't really thought that far, to be completely honest with you. I set little goals. So obviously September 1st is a goal of mine. You know, work towards that, accomplish it, and then we move forward from there. Really, I just want to look back and go, you know what, I gave it my 100%. I left no stone unturned. For me, that's something that it's more like for myself. You know what I mean? Like I've never been someone that, you know, it'd be fantastic to get to that level to fight for world titles and, you know, be on the top of the thing. We're all aiming for that. Every fighter aims for that. But for me personally, it's just to be the best fighter that I possibly can be. So whether that's, you know, getting, you know, all the way up to over to America or whatnot, you know, awesome. But I don't really believe in putting these like unnecessary pressures on myself. Just kick small goals one at a time, you know, and small ones, and then just keep seeing where it takes me and where it leads me after that.
I love that. But yeah, moving on from yourself a little bit, I just want to talk to you about a huge fight that we had like a week ago now in Spence Crawford. I mean, I spoke to quite a few people in the build-up, and a few people picked Crawford to win. Most of them sat on the fence, but no one predicted the one-sided beatdown that we saw. I mean, where does surely Crawford's pound for pound the number one now?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. He just from what I've seen, and look, as bad as this sounds, to be completely honest with you, I might be one of the only guys. I haven't actually managed to watch it fully through yet. I've only been able to see highlights here and there on TikTok and whatnot. So I haven't actually been able to sit down and analyze it or anything like that and properly watch it. But from what I've seen in the highlights, he just completely dismantled Spence. That's bottom line. That's what he did. Every punch that punch that Spence threw, Crawford had a retaliation. He had a he had a counter to it. So after a while, even being in the fight game, being the fight game myself, I know as well, when you got someone that can counter you that quickly and that with that precision as well, slowly your hope starts to diminish. Even no matter how good and how tough you are, it will slowly eat away at you. And that's literally what happened. That's why I think at the ninth, it was, he just didn't stand a chance to go the whole distance. That's for sure.
Well, last question from me. It's been a pleasure so far, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on where you see yourself come the end of 2023, because you got a fight coming up, but come the end of the year, New Year's, you're with your family. What have you done?
Look, hopefully, be Australasian super welterweight champion. So that's obviously a big one. Obviously, still have that O. That's a big thing these days. Well, I feel like it's getting phased out now, but definitely, yeah. But look, like I'm not sure what we haven't spoken about anything after September 1st as of yet. So just my main focus is on this next fight. But yeah, at the end of 2023, look, as I would be happy as long as I'm still progressing, I'm still moving forward, still unbeaten, and hopefully Australasian super welterweight champion.
Well, that sounds like a plan to me. Anyway, like I said, it really has been a pleasure. I've been Lyndon Dixon. He's been Jordan Laruccia, and we'll see you on the next one.
Awesome. Thank you, mate.
No worries.